I might need to explain it better. The Queen has had two children. One's called Charles and one's called Anne. Okay, the day I was born, there was a guy called. I think he was actually called Charlie, but I always called him Charles for the first few years of my life. And I was pretty sure he was called Charles for most of my life until I realised he was actually probably called Charlie. But her other child is called Anne, which is similar to Anna. So her two children happen to be named Charles and Anne, and there's in 1987, which would have been a long time after their birth. I was called Anne, and he was this boy who looked like my twin for when we were children. He still does look quite kind of like me. He's got the same coloured hair, and it's probably a bit darker than this, but because I dye my hair. But yeah, it's almost like she named her two children these two names because of spiritually having some revelation that Christ and is going to be called Anna, and there's going to be a boy who's looks very similar to her and born in the same time in the same frame and look like twins. She's named her two children these two names that are very similar to my name and this other guy's name, and I just feel like spiritually she did that for a reason, and this is part of the time travel that I'm doing. People know things about me thousands of years before I've even done it. Why? Because the timeline was made before it even played out, and so God would have seen the timeline and would have helped inspire things and change things. And I'm pretty sure that it's been set up, things have been set up to prove that God can time travel, and that I am God, and that I am inspiring things, and then to be confused over this ceremony, which is literally all about worshipping the male god, the thing that I'm trying to destroy. It's like, what's his game? Is his purpose to deliberately try and annoy me, or is his purpose to show his loyalty to something? Or maybe he's not. There's this like section where he goes into this little anointing thing. Maybe he does actually know about me, and he's just he's kind of setting something. I don't know. I feel like there might be something maybe being. It's almost like I don't want to believe that he still thinks that God is a male. I've got a feeling that all the church people there believe that God is a male, because I don't really want anything to do with the church. But the monarchy, he's supposed to be like the head of England, and well, me being Christ and Christ being in his country, surely he would be one of the few people that know about me. So I'm just a bit confused.